Hello, good afternoon. We are the Team 7 and we are going to talk about the contemporary theories of motivation. The first theory of motivation is the self-determination theory. This is a theory of motivation that is concerned with the beneficial effects about a harmful effects of extrinsic motivation. This proposes that people prefer to feel they have control over their actions. They have to feel they are doing the task because they want to, not because it's an obligation. The original authors of self-determination theory acknowledge that extrinsic rewards, such as verbal praise and feedback about competence, can improve even intrinsic motivation under specific circumstances. One example of this theory of motivation is when the manager gives to his employees attention, recognize their actions, and makes their work interesting. They can also be given motivational incentives. Employees who feel what they do is within their control and a result of free choice are likely to be more motivated by their work and committed to their employer.
Well, I'm going to talk about the second theory and the third one. I'm going to talk about the job engagement and about the goal setting theory. These two theories go hand by hand because one is like the job engagement is more focused in what in the importance of the employee, and the goal setting theory is more based in how important is as a company to get their goals done to be successful. So in the job engagement, well, this is the investment of a company about the mental health of their employees, about the employees' physical, cognitive, and emotional energies into their job performance. This is important because when employees can develop as with their jobs to get a successful job, or well get what's important, they have to be focused in what they have to do in their jobs. So to do this is important in a company to take care of their employees, because if they take care of their employees, they can basically have a good success as a company, because it all ends in a circle of employees, um, bosses, supervisors, etc., etc. It's a company. It's a group of persons that basically work together to get a job or a goal that they have to achieve to be successful. And well, this basically talks about how important is to a company to take care of their employees so they can get really in their jobs, so they can get good goals. They can see even leadership behaviors in their other workers, so they can be focused and they can be inspired to have a greater sense of mission and increase their employee engagement. And I'm going to talk about the goal setting theory. That is the other theory that talks about how important is to a company to succeed in the global term. Talking about the company as that it reveals impressive effects of goal specifically challenge feedback performances to their employees, so they can be focused and they can have goals reach these goals and to be well, the company put goals and make feedbacks so they can be like focused on their goals so they can do their job in a good way so they can reach their goals as a company. And the well, this goal setting theory talks about how important and how good is to get a feedback as a progress toward the goals of the employees, because this helps to identify discrepancies between what they have done and what they want to do.
I'm going to talk about the self-efficacy theory. The author is Albert Bandura. Self-efficacy, also known as social cognitive theory or social learning theory, refers to an individual's belief that he or she is capable of performing a task. The researcher who developed self-efficacy theory, Albert Bandura, proposed four ways self-efficacy can be increased: enactive mastery, vicarious modeling, verbal persuasion, and arousal. And according to Bandura, the most important source of increasing self-efficacy is the enactive mastery, that is, gaining relevant experience with the task or job. In conclusion, the self-efficacy theory, it influences how people feel, think, and act, and the self-efficacy levels can increase or decrease the motivation.
I'm going to talk to you about the theory of reinforcement. Reinforcement theory ignores the inner state of the individual and concentrates solely on what happens when he or she takes some action. Human beings learn through the consequences of their action, that is, according to the stimuli we receive and the reinforcement that they provide use.
Well, I'm going to talk about the equity theory. It's a theory that says that individuals compare their job inputs and outcomes with those of others and then respond to eliminate any inequities. For example, if the employee is able to find his or her right balance, it will lead to a more productive relationship with the manager. We might not see it, but theory is applied at every workplace. And finally, expectancy theory proposes that an individual will have or act in a certain way because they are motivated to select a specific behavior over others due to what they expect the results. For example, it is when the individuals compare their contributions and work results with others, and then they respond in order to eliminate any inequities. And that's it. Thank you for your attention.
Well, in conclusion, our team agree that it's important. The motivation, it's a vital part of our life, not just in our day by day, but it's more important in our work because the motivation gives us like an objective to be to stay with it and to take all the things that it's necessary to take to get that job done or to get to that goal. For example, in my case, I go to work, so I have to the my supervisor puts me a goal every month, so I have to be prepared, and I have to work all the month so I can get to that goal, and I have to be focused. So as a team and as a member of the team, we all consolidate successfully, and we reach a goal. And when an employee reach their goal, and all their employees reach their goal, well, they as a team successfully get their job done, and get their get the work motivation, so they can actually have a successful, how can I tell it, a successful work.
That was all from our part. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you enjoyed.